Hello anime lovers, welcome back to WoW Senpai. 2026 is bringing some of the most exciting new isekai anime. From overpowered villagers and goblins to space mercenaries and even a Saintess on a food road trip. So today, we're counting down the top 10 new isekai anime of 2026, from hidden gems to absolute must-watch. Stick till the end, because number 1 might surprise you. At number 10, we've got Magical Explorer. Imagine playing a game and then getting isekai'd into it. Sounds cool, until you realize you're not the main character. Yeah, this guy gets reincarnated as a side character who's supposed to stay weak and irrelevant. But he has one advantage. He knows the entire game. So what does he do? He starts abusing everything. Hidden events, secret training, future fights. He's already ahead of everyone. And slowly, the side character starts stealing the spotlight. The main hero getting overshadowed, the heroines starting to notice him instead. Plus, instead of a sword, this guy fights using a scarf. Yeah, bro really said fashion over everything. You'll get magic, academy life, and that satisfying, I wasn't meant to be strong, but now I am vibe. If done right, this could be one of the most fun isekai of 2026. Coming in at number 9, we've got So What's Wrong with Getting Reborn as a Goblin? Most isekai give you power. This one gives you the worst start possible. You're a goblin, the weakest creature, meant to die in days. But here's the twist. He can live longer and inherit abilities from other goblins. So instead of dying, he starts evolving. From surviving, to fighting, to leading. And suddenly, goblins aren't just fodder anymore, they're a threat. You'll see him grow from nothing, build influence, and slowly challenge humans and other races. It's a dark, rising to power story with strategy and brutal world rules. Basically, what if the weakest monster decided to take over? If executed well, this could be one of the most gripping isekai of 2026. At number 8, we've got Hanaori-san Still Wants to Fight in the Next Life. What if the hero who defeated you in your past life shows up again as a student at your school and still wants to fight you? That's exactly what happens here. The former Demon King gets reincarnated into modern Japan, hoping for a peaceful life. But nope, the hero who killed him is back too, and she's just as intense as before. Now they're stuck in the same school, seeing each other every day. And instead of saving the world, it turns into something way more chaotic. She keeps challenging him. He just wants a quiet life. And somehow, it starts turning into a weird mix of fights, teasing, and romance. This isn't a dark isekai. It's a reverse isekai rom-com with constant energy between the two leads. Basically, enemies in the past, rivals in the present, and maybe something more. It is set to release in July 2026. At number 7, we've got the level 999 Villager. In most fantasy worlds, your class decides your future. Warrior, strong, mage, powerful, villager. Yeah, you're basically background NPC. But this guy didn't accept that. From a young age, he figured out one thing: kill monsters, earn money, get stronger. So while everyone else followed their roles, he just kept grinding. And now, he's a level 999 villager in a world where villagers barely reach level 10. Yeah, the weakest class just broke the entire system. Now imagine how everyone reacts when a non-combat NPC starts outperforming heroes. This anime is pure power fantasy, but with a twist. It questions the whole idea of fixed roles. And if you're into overpowered MCs who break the rules of the world, this is definitely one to keep on your radar. It's expected to release in July 2026. Coming in at number 6, we've got From Overshadowed to Overpowered, second reincarnation of a talentless sage. Imagine spending your entire life trying to learn magic, and failing. That's exactly what happens to this guy. No matter how hard he tries, he dies without achieving anything. But then, he gets a second chance. Reborn hundreds of years later, he finds out something shocking. The world's magic has declined. Spells that were once basic, now considered legendary. And suddenly, the talentless mage becomes the strongest person alive. Now he enters a magic academy, where everyone thinks they understand magic, until he completely breaks their reality. This anime is all about that underdog to overpowered payoff, and the animation looks clean and promising so far. It is set to release in July 2026. At number 5, we've got Tomb Raider King. What if you got a second chance and knew exactly where all the power in the world was hidden? In a world where mysterious tombs appear across the globe, powerful relics grant insane abilities to those who find them. The strongest become known as Tomb Raiders. Our MC was once one of the best, until he was betrayed and left to die. But then, he wakes up 15 years in the past. Now he knows everything. Where the tombs will appear, which relics are the strongest, and who's going to betray him. So this time, he's taking everything for himself, snatching relics before anyone else, outplaying enemies, and staying 10 steps ahead of everyone. This anime is all about strategy, revenge, and straight-up domination with fast-paced action and a really satisfying power climb. And if you're a fan of solo leveling, you're definitely going to love this one. Coming in at number 4, we've got Magic Knight Rayearth. Summoned to another world called Sephiroth, 3 ordinary schoolgirls are chosen as Magic Knights and given a mission to save it. There, they're tasked with rescuing the princess and restoring the world. At first, it sounds like a simple fantasy adventure, but it quickly turns into something much deeper. As they learn magic, face powerful enemies, and even control giant magical mechs, the journey becomes more intense than they ever expected. This anime mixes classic isekai adventure, magic, and mecha, with strong emotional moments and real character growth that hits harder as the story progresses. And with the remake bringing modern animation and visuals, this could end up surprising a lot of people. At number 3, we've got the world's strongest Rearguard, Labyrinth Country's Novice Seeker. In most isekai, the strongest character is always on the front lines. But what if the strongest one stays in the back? After dying in the real world, the MC is transported to a fantasy world filled with dungeons, levels, and classes. Instead of choosing a flashy role, he becomes a Rearguard, a support class that fights from behind. At first, it doesn't sound impressive, but as he builds his party and explores dangerous labyrinths, something becomes clear. He's not just supporting the team, he's controlling the entire fight, boosting allies, managing battles, and turning the tide without even stepping forward. This anime focuses more on strategy and teamwork rather than solo power, which makes it stand out from typical isekai. If you enjoy team-based adventures where strategy matters most, this is worth checking out. Coming in at number 2, we've got the Forsaken Saintess and her Foodie Roadtrip in another world. Summoned to another world as a Saintess and immediately rejected. That's how her story begins. Her ability is called Useless, so instead of becoming a hero, she's left on her own. Using her unique skill to summon a camping van, she starts traveling across the world, cooking food, exploring new places, and meeting new companions along the way. No intense battles, no saving the world, just a peaceful journey. If you enjoy calm, feel-good adventures, this is definitely one to check out. It is set to release in July 2026. Taking the number 1 spot, Reborn as a space mercenary, I woke up piloting the strongest starship. Waking up in another world is one thing. Waking up in space, inside the strongest starship, is something else. That's exactly what happens here. The MC suddenly finds himself inside a world just like his favorite sci-fi game, already equipped with a top-tier ship and everything he needs to survive. No weak start, no slow grind. He's powerful from the beginning. So what does he do? He becomes a space mercenary, taking jobs, fighting pirates, exploring planets, and living freely across the galaxy. And because he already knows how this world works, he stays one step ahead of everyone. This anime is all about freedom, space battles, and straight-up domination, but in a sci-fi setting instead of the usual fantasy. And if you're tired of the same old swords and magic, this one brings something fresh. And that's our list of the top 10 new isekai anime of 2026. Which one are you most excited for? Did I miss any anime you think should be here? Let me know in the comments. I read them all. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.